everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'll be solving another SQL problem. Problem number 1075, project employees. Let's take a look at the problem statement. We're given two tables, project and employee. In project table, we see two columns, project ID and employee ID. The combination of these two columns is a primary key of the table. Employee ID is a foreign key to employee table. So this employee ID in this table references the employee ID in employee table. So in employee table, employee ID is the primary key. It's guaranteed that experience years is not null. All right, so our task is to get the average experience years of all the employees for each project, routed to 2 digits. Okay, so let's take a look at the example. So in project ID, we have project ID number 1 and 2, and employee ID 1, 2, 3, and 1, 4. In the first glance, you can see that one employee can be in many projects. And employee table, we have employee ID 1, 2, 3, 4, which is primary key, name, the employee name, and the experience years. And the output, we should see two columns, project ID and the average years of the employee by project. All right, so how do we solve this problem? All right, so before jumping to solve the problem right away, as usual, I would like to take a look at the table when they are joined together and see what the results look like. So I'm going to select project ID, employee ID, employee name, and experience years. Alright, so we're going to do from. So we're going to all these information from project table, project, and I'm gonna call it P. We're gonna do a left join with employee table, employee, I'll call it E. We're gonna join on the related column between the two tables, which is employee ID. So it's gonna be P dot employee ID equal to E dot employee ID. Alright, so I'm gonna run this, but first I'm going to give the employee ID an alias because it shows up in both tables. We have to give it an alias for which table we want to get the column from. Alright, so let's run this and take a look at the output. Okay, so here I'm seeing, so for project ID number 1, we have 3 employee ID and 3 employee names, 1, 2, 3, Khalid, Ali, and John. And we want to get the average years of these employee for this project. So it's gonna be the sum of these years, so it's gonna be 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by the total number of employee for this project. So it's gonna be 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 3 is gonna be equal to 2. And we want it to be rounded to 2 decimal point. So it's gonna be 2.00. Similarly, for project ID number 2, we have 2 employee and the experience years total is 5. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to remove this and I'm gonna rewrite the query where we're gonna add the aggregation to get the average years. Okay, so it's gonna be select, same thing, we're gonna select project ID, but we don't need other columns, so the next column is gonna be our average years. So in order to do that, we can right away use the average function, or you can do like I explained earlier. We can do the sum of all these experience years divided by the count of employee ID. But we can use the average function, which is faster, quicker. So it's going to be average of experience years, and we want to round it with 2 decimal points. So it's going to be 2, and we call it average year. Okay, so the rest should be the same as down here, so I can just copy the whole thing, paste it down here, and we have to do a group by because we getting the average by project ID. That is very important, so don't forget to do group by project ID. So let's take a look again. Project ID, we round it to 2 decimal places, and we called average years from project, and left join with employee table on employee ID, and we group by project ID. So let's run this real quick. If we have any test edge cases, we'll have to handle edge cases as well. So my output looks good. I submit this one. All right, so I passed all the test cases. Runtime 1132 milliseconds, bit 21, 92% of users with MySQL. If you have any other solutions, please comment below your solutions. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. And that is it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video.